Charlotte's Web by E.B White is about the friendship between a pig named Wilbur and a spider named Charlotte. Wilbur is born on a farm, Mr. Arbel's farm, and is the runt of the litter. Because of this, Mr. Arbel decides to slaughter Wilbur. However, Fern, his daughter, persuades him to let her keep Wilbur. Though Mr. Arbel lets her keep Wilbur, he knows that eventually he will grow too big and won't be able to live with them and eat kitchen scraps anymore. When Wilbur grows too big, he's sent to live on Mr. Zuckerman's farm. Mr. Zuckerman is Fern's uncle, and Fern tries to visit Wilbur as often as she can. Wilbur still misses her, however, as she visits him less and less, and he becomes extremely lonely and sad as he doesn't have anyone to play with at the new farm. He eventually meets a spider named Charlotte, and she becomes his good friend, and eventually gets to know the other animals at the farm as well. Wilbur learns that Mr. Zuckerman plans to slaughter him in the winter, and Charlotte agrees to help him and begins to spin words in her web that describe Wilbur. The first word she writes is "some pig." Mr. Zuckerman sees this and thinks it's a miracle. Charlotte continues to write more words until Wilbur gains more fame. All this is possible because of Templeton the rat, as Charlotte and Wilbur make a deal with him so that he brings back words on newspapers and cans that Charlotte can copy. Wilbur is eventually entered into the county fair, and Charlotte and Templeton accompany him so that they continue to spread Wilbur's fame. At the fair, Wilbur is adored by many people, and he wins a prize when Charlotte writes the word "humble" over his fair pen. At the fair, Charlotte spins an egg sack filled with eggs and is also beginning to get weak and tired as she is reaching the end of her lifespan. She tells Wilbur that she won't be able to return back to the barn as she is too weak, and entrusts him with the egg sack to take back to the barn. Charlotte unfortunately dies, but Wilbur keeps his promise and guards the eggs until they hatch. When it does, most of the baby spiders float away in the wind. However, 3 spiders stay behind, and Wilbur leads a long, happy life with the descendants of Charlotte. Thank you for watching this episode of Book Bear, and if you liked the video, please subscribe.